I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Back in 2000 and I think 9 or 2008 maybe, I did do something called sniper lessons. Now I know I was young. I just wanted a way to make money. There was no money back involved back then. And what I did is for a week I brought a few people into my party and I played with them for a few hours and showed them what I do to make myself better. And it was very small fee. It was like $5 an hour or something ridiculous like that. And the reason I did it is because I wanted to help people. But in order for you to know who really wants your help, I had to kind of break it down. And if I'm spending hours and hours helping somebody out, I just wanted to make a little profit off it. I was only 19 years old or whatever. And it wasn't a big deal, but I did it for a week, and I actually got so much hate about it that I ended up stopping it. So I only did it for an entire week, and people are still talking about it to this day. And, people say I do this for money, and he especially says that I'm a money whore, I ruin the community, that's all I care about is money. And I just want to know how that makes sense and how that even pertains to what he's trying to state about me. Now I'm going to show you a couple things up here. I'm also going to show you a couple still images of just basically explaining what the hell is going on here. Now he says in this comment right here, actually he can use AdSense without being partnered, but that is not what this is about. It is about him scamming people such as the Chaos members who put hard work into their vids and just reaps and benefits by pocketing all the cash himself. And it's also about him charging people for things like being in his sub box. Some 12-year-old kid doesn't know any better and is probably sending cash his way for that. Sub boxes should be channels that you support, not 12-year-olds you're robbing. Now I'm going to talk about this because what he's basically saying is that I am not paying my Chaos members for their hard work, yet I should not be making money for my videos. So he is completely contradicting what he said. So he's saying I should be paying my members because they're working hard and they deserve the money. But do I not work hard on my videos? Of course I do. So you're saying I shouldn't be making money on my personal channel because it's just not right to be doing it just for money. So that's a contradiction right there. I've actually never scammed anybody. I've never scammed anybody in my life. I would never do that. I know what it feels like to be scammed. I was scammed before when I was a little kid. It's a terrible feeling. I'm actually in the process of getting scammed out of $90 by this company I accidentally signed up for over the phone when I came back from the Drake concert. They're trying not to give me my money back. So I know how it feels. I would never do that to somebody, knowing that it would reflect on me. People would be talking about it, and this community is so small that it's easy. Things spread, and I didn't want that kind of reputation at all. So what really happened is I was with this company called TGS. Now I've told you guys this before, but a lot of you guys didn't get the picture. I was with this company called TGS, and I got the Chaotic channel got linked with my YouTube channel, I think about maybe 3 or 4 months after my regular channel was partnered. Now what they did is they linked the channels and they said, okay, what we're going to do is every month we're going to send you a breakdown of what each video made. Now, after the first month, you don't get money. So then the second month, I didn't receive a check. I talked to my advisor over there. He says, I don't know, we'll see what figures it out. Eventually, 5 months later, I still didn't receive a check. I was getting checks from my personal channel with all my views, everything. It was all my videos, but I was not receiving checks for the Chaotic HQ channel. And as you can see in this still image right here, I blurred out the names, but this was my boss from TGS, and this is where I basically said to him, it's kind of messed up because I only received money for one check, and it was the first check, which is actually like half. They pay it really weird, for those of you guys who don't know. They pay like half a check and then another half plus the first half of the second month. It's really confusing, but so I received very little money, and I actually, this is where I actually left for Machinima. This is why I left. I left because they weren't paying me with breakdowns so that I could pay my teammates. And as you can see, you can read this if you want. I'm basically like, this is messed up. And he says, we can get your team in a chat and we'll talk about it. As you can see, this is proof that I was not paid for the 5 months. Even if I did and I was paying my teammates, they aren't the ones complaining about this. It's people that aren't in the team who are complaining about them not getting paid. And where is that, oh, I'm not getting paid thing? It's coming from people who left the team. And I already stated that when you leave the team, you're donating your money towards the team, which hasn't been paid anyways. But that was the rule, you know? And some people that I'm not even going to mention because I don't want to put anybody under the bus, were like, oh, when we get our PayPal check every single day. And like they weren't okay, like they weren't satisfied with being in a big team, like even though they have like 1,000 subscribers, they weren't satisfied being in a team with 10,000 subs, getting a lot of recognition on their videos, but all they cared about was the money. Now those are the kids who do it for the money. I talk to every single player in my team, and they are more than happy to just have the recognition of being in the team, and they just want to help their channels grow. Look at Hazard Cinema, for instance. People put hours and hours and hours into editing to get montages up on that channel. Where do you think the money goes for Hazard Cinema? It goes right into the guy's pocket who runs it, because he has the recognition that those players want. And not to mention, Yamimash, he left the team, but I did owe him a great amount of money that would have been paid if he, it was a huge chunk, probably like $200 for the videos that he did. Now, I want you guys to ask him, and I know he would vouch for me. I paid him his $200 without me getting a check from TGS out of my own pocket, because I thought he deserved the money, and I felt like I would take the hit for TGS not paying me on time. Now, that's a big thing there. That's not something that anybody would do, and I take care of my teammates a lot. I really, really do. And to say that I'm scamming them out of money is just ridiculous. It is very easy for somebody to say that someone's doing it just for the money when they're not making money themselves. And Calmosityyy is not making any money. He fell off a while ago, but he's just trying to, he's only coming at me though, which doesn't make much sense, because I want to name some of the other YouTubers who make money. Gold Glove. Do you think Gold Glove does it for the money? I know he doesn't, because he used to do Gears videos back when I did in 07 and 08. Of course he doesn't do it for the money, but does he accept the money? Of course he does, because what it does is it takes place for a job so that he can sit there and put more work and more effort into his videos for you guys without having to worry about going out and making money to make ends meet. It's just, what's even funnier is that how people say I do it for the money, even though I did it before the money was an option. Look at some of the Call of Duty players who didn't even come to YouTube, who didn't even make videos until there was huge partnership programs such as Machinima. Like White Boy 7th Street, he started making videos in 2010, and now he's making probably fucking 600 grand a year, and it's ridiculous that everything gets tacked on me. And I honestly just thought more of this community and stuff, and I want to apologize to the people who who just come on here to have fun. Now people say to me, if you just wanted to have fun on YouTube, you wouldn't be making money on it. Well, what's not fun is going to see a video and having thousands and thousands of people hating on it and talking crap to each other. That's not fun to me, And it's not like you guys are getting charged for anything. And like I said, I do charge for my sub box, but the reason I do that is because I gotta know who really wants a spot in my in my sub box. And it's a small fee, it's nothing big, and it's just to make some extra money, because honestly I'm not making any money right now. And like I said, my channel's not even partnered right now. And he's making the excuse that, oh, I'm still getting money from AdSense. Did you guys know that any of you guys can sign up for AdSense and get advertisements on your videos? But it's only like 20 cents per 1,000 views. It's not even worth it. So if you guys go sign up for AdSense and make videos and let me know how much your account's up to, and then you can come back and be like, wow, you don't make anything for AdSense. The money comes from the partnership, the in-stream ads. The little ads on the side of the videos really don't do anything. They barely make you any money whatsoever. But I understand, like, some of you guys that aren't partnered wouldn't understand that, So I'm just here to clear some stuff up. Obviously this wasn't any type of hate video. It's just I wanted to tell you guys the truth, what's really behind it, and I hope that we can get past this. And you know, honestly, the people who are hating on me, like if it's for the wrong reasons, like Calmosityyy, like I honestly, man, like I hope you do well for yourself. I don't know why you're stuck in the 2008 era making comments about things that happened back then, but I grew up a lot. You know, I made a lot of changes for myself, not only on Xbox but in my personal life. And it's just, I'm not the same person. So I just want to make this video to clear a few things up. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had to kind of merge a few gameplays together to get it all up there because it was a long video. But if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave me a like, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm not stopping whatsoever. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully it works out, and you guys continue to enjoy my videos. And I will talk to you guys later. Take it easy, guys.